when you get to the likes of the Poppy and the Singe, like they can build a lot of armor this game and negate a lot of damage from the likes of Nocturne, the likes of Corki, and also Nah.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what they go for here, obviously, and how they're going to play. Because we said, obviously...
Some vision for his team. Meanwhile, the Poppy on the other side of the map, the flash on through onto the Warwick. There's a lockdown as well. First blood on one side of the map here for Fine Dog. And on the other side, unfortunately for Finewax, he wasn't able to get a dive.
Well, in terms of creating that early game pressure, which we need to see. I mean, right now, Ultimate Baguette don't have a single kill on the board yet. They're behind with gold. They definitely want to try and get that lockdown onto the Enchanted Ensemble when it does come up. But maybe a contention here for the blue.
They're going to try and go for this blue buff here. It might be a little bit difficult. Poppy actually going to try and use the ultimate to knock someone away. Doesn't actually hit anyone at all, unfortunately. And the Nocturne jumps back in with the ultimate. Darkness has arrived. Corki flashing over the wall as well. That's already 2 kills for this Nocturne. Maybe can try and get another as well with the Corki there by his side. No, not going to get anything more. But as you mentioned,
potentially set this up, but so is Fine. Like, they're looking to try and meet this on head to head.
The problem is right now, Finewax doesn't have his ulti on Nocturne. He also hasn't gone back to base. He has like 3,000 gold. Oh, actually, no. He doesn't have 3,000 gold anymore because he was able to get the Ornn upgrade, which is actually really big. So he was able to buy an item already. There's the knockback from the Poppy. Nocturne still doesn't have his ultimate at the moment, so it's going to be very difficult. The Ornhorn does come on through, and they do get 1 kill to start things off. There's the Warwick diving in onto the backline, getting Poppy already, and trying to get more as well. They're able to get the Rift Herald, even without the Nocturne ultimate in the end. Was able to do enough to survive.
I was going to be taken to top side and mid in the map as well. They've got to be careful. But speaking of being careful, Poppy looking not Poppy, sorry, Lissandra looking pretty low here. Able to try and escape here, but the Ornn does come through. Actually doesn't connect onto Fakerpoo. So we see Warwick come into the backline there. He's able to take it down as well, failing where his teammate did. He was successful, but Hesty's getting out with so little health. He flashes over the wall. They're still continuing with kills, but into the backline is Poppy getting the kill onto Hesty's, but double kill going over to Corki as well. And they're not quite done there yet. They're trying to get the kill onto Nakamura once more, but Bebe Pro trying to claim it. The healing coming through from the Honeydew through. Is it going to be enough to get Nakamura out there? But he's in the wrong side of the map. We need Finewax to come through. Here he is. They're trying to get
this was enough, unfortunately. You know, the Singe, unfortunately, not being able to do enough in these fights so far to be able to protect. But there's the ultimate. Oh, Finewax one-shots in the end. Really well played. And Nocturne ultimate can work on Lissandra if she doesn't have her ultimate. And as you can see, Nocturne does a crazy amount of damage.
Crazy amount of damage, but speaking of that, we do have the Corki in here as well, laying down the bombs. He gets the kill onto Nakamura as well, so going down already is 2 members of the side of Iron Dog as they approach their T2. It's like, how are you going to find Finewax when he's the one who has to find you?
Sandra here looking for an invade, but I'm not too sure if you can kill this Warwick. He's just going to feel you. Oh my god! They just jump on the Lissandra and she can't even ulti. She gets CC'd by the Warwick ultimate and she is just out of the fight before it even starts. Poppy's trying to survive as well. Actually, the Singe being able to flash away, but look at the Corki cleanup in the end. The damage is already there. The Manimune's already complete. The Trinity Force is already complete as well. Warwick is just running down Poppy like a dog right now. Corki's trying to do as much damage as possible to the Poppy. She's still not dead yet. She's actually dodging through everything at the moment, but it's only a matter of time. The Warwick movement speed is just going to be way too much. Heste flashing forward as well, and there you go. Kill secured onto the Poppy.
It's kind of like, it'd be a great distraction to obviously go over some resources and try and push his rest of his team out of his base, but you don't see that happening. I mean, they got the minion wave.
The anti-shields, the trident potentially, but I'm not too sure where the other component is for that. So yeah, 1 item after 13 minutes for Lissandra. They're definitely going to have to go back to the drawing board when it comes to AP champions. Oh my god, Heste. That combo was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, Heste filthy on the Ornn there. Getting the kill onto the Lissandra. I mean, already Renekton's down as well. Like I said earlier on, he's not having the greatest game. The Gargoyle's trying to save the Horn there, but it's not. Heste does finally go down. That's going to be a kill going over to the side of Fine Dog for now. Bebe Plo just looking for his way in, trying to get the CC potential in the backline there. Does get the dive. That turret's on 6 health. They do come in. Patris gets the knock onto that one, and then it's an ace for the side of Ultimate Baguette as they approach the Nexus, taking game 1 from Fine Dog.
Very clean game in the end from Ultimate Baguette. I mean, their draft as well was very solid. Fine Dog, I mean, they're going to have to come up with something else. I mean, the draft in general just did not work. The Lissandra pick didn't work. You can see how much she struggled in the side lane. Wasn't able to do too much in terms of the pick as well. Yet what exactly is going on here, because the Rise looks like it might be mid, and then, I mean, they could switch around the lane still. They could just put Rise and Rakan in the mid lane, and then Jace the other way around. So we'll have to wait and see what they do when it comes to the game. Get the Scuttle Crab for now, and just go away, try and farm up. Looks like Final Wax wants to go in though. I mean, Olaf is still not level 5. Oh no, this is absolutely tragic for the Olaf. Still not level 5, unfortunately. You're seeing the Galio taunt coming in as well. Good knock up from the Rakan though. Final Wax able to get the double reset, triple kill for Final Wax. The tower dive coming on in. Difficult to make that decision whether you want to go back or not, but looks like they're going to try and look for the tower dive here as well. The knockup missed in the end. Oh no, Heste missed the knockup, but it's fine anyway. They're able to get 1 kill. Rise is going to try and come on through with the ultimate, but the ultimate is just too far away. There's no real catch-up potential there, unfortunately. Rise doesn't have Ghost either, so can't use the movement speed bonus to
get what they wanted, right? Just get some of those turret platings. They got the Fiora, but can they try and contest this blue here? I mean, that we see in the ultimate being procced here from Olaf. It has been committed pretty early, so it means they can go in with the Chains of Corruption as well. They'll lock them in place. Damage comes through. Riven onto the back line. It's not stopping there. Wukong Patris is going onto Rise as well. Rakan goes down. That is a double kill once more for Ultimate Baguette.
It's just no hope at the moment. It seems like
at that point, like the enemy, like Ultimate Baguette knows, like, hey guys, let's just use all our CC. It's pretty much done for. Okay, a little bit of a pause here. Maybe is this a bait from Blade Pro here? The Galio ultimate coming through makes me think so, but doesn't actually collect onto any. But the taunt, the knockup does come through as well. Taunt gets channeled in, but Rise gets the kill onto Jax as well. But they are paying that back now. Ferris coming in with the damage as well. Hest is taking a lot of chunk of damage. Oh, the snipe into the backline onto Rise. Is good. This is still a prolonged team fight. Baker Apo looking pretty low as well, but they are pretty able to escape here and just kind of lick their wounds and get back to base.
Wukong wasn't even there. It was basically a 4 versus 5 that whole time, but you're seeing the Varus ultimate, the spread, doing so much work there for the side of Ultimate Baguette, as Olaf is, yeah. You can't defend your own jungle, buddy, when you're 1 HP.
Followed by shutdown onto for the Rise, but gotta be careful into the top side of the map. We are seeing a bit of a rotation here from Rise and the Rakan here going onto Petrus, but he does use the clone to get out of there. Cyclone as well, but the dash coming in through for the Rakan. Also, quickness being used. He's able to claim the kill. That's a 3v1 for Petrus, so very high target priority there into the top side of the map, but Final Wax may meet his maker as well. He's trying to go with the 3v1. Olaf into there. He does flash over away, trying to get the unstoppable out of the cards, but it's not going to be enough. Delaying the inevitable.
That's all the farm at the moment, 9,300 gold. Again, though, another player that's not going for a Rod of Ages on this Rise, so he's going to be very, very squishy. If he gets dove on by a Riven or even Ultimate Chained or dove on by the Galio or the Wukong, he's going to take, look at that. He just takes so much damage even from a Galio QQ. Yeah. And that's tank Galio as well. So you're already like taking so much damage. You can see there's a dive in onto the backline here, onto the Varus. They're trying to take down the Varus, trying to do enough damage. They do take down the Varus, but Final Wax is still here to play. He gets a reset from his ultimate. He's trying to look on through, flash in onto the Fiora. Really nice parry to stop off the counter strike in the end. Final Wax is in a bit of trouble though. He jumped over the wall and got stuck in between the towers, unfortunately, and wasn't able to get a kill for himself. So again, Vapo coming out on top, I would say. You know, even trades are always good as part of the game when you're falling behind. If you're able to
opening up these side lanes even more. So T1's traded both in side lanes. The T1 into the mid lane still looking strong, but rooted
there's the Rise
was
damage.
Varus. Rise coming through very strong with a lot of damage. Riven trying to get away from them, but they're able to use the hero's entrance from the Galio to deter the side of Fine Dog. Going in is going to be a double kill for Patras so far, but Fiora looking to try and claim the kill onto the Jax, able to try and get out just with a little bit of health. Petrus trying to tank a lot of that damage as well. The Cyclone coming through. It's still 2v1 onto the Fiora going down once more. But here we are, currently a 4-2 trade for the side of Ultimate Baguette. They are looking to go for Baker Apo as well. Nowhere to run, but other than their maker, there is an ace for Ultimate Baguette.
That was an absolute slugfest of a team fight. That was just so back in a manner that maybe you don't need for a run of ages. But no point talking about mana when the Baron buff's just being taken underneath your nose. And there's nothing the Fine Dog can really do about it. Olaf tries to flash in to steal it, but he's way too late, unfortunately. Look at that Galio ultimate onto the backline. 3-man knock up onto the backline. It's just a clean wipe here for Ultimate Baguette. The Varus ultimate again, the chain route coming on through. And again, it looks like Ultimate Baguette are going to run to the mid lane, run on through with the Baron buff and end this game number 2.
Yeah, potential end here for Fine Dog. I mean, they still have around about 20 seconds until their next teammate comes back up, and it's all down to 1-4, 1-4, 1-4, 1-4. I'm not going to keep saying that because that would be terrible, and it feels like a little bit off binary, but no, this is going to be the closing curtain call here for Fine Dog in game 2. They're able to take down the Fiora as well as the Nexus.
Very, very clean game in the end from Ultimate Baguette. Again, Baguette in that 2-0 at the moment. I think you're seeing the Final Wax especially is making a huge difference in these games. You know, the invades in the early game.
Team fights with his ultimate. Definitely trying to get down the lower HP bars of these squishier heroes like the Diana, like the Kaiser, and even potentially the Yone, depending on where he is in terms of his itemization. But yeah, I mean, the side of Ultimate Baguette are definitely looking very...
Level 5 difference, to be fair. You know, you jump in with Heste with the ultimate. It looks like they're going to try and survive as well. Look how tanky Heste is on this Leona. Oh, the Diana actually flashing forward in the end, getting another kill, which is kind of nice. So Diana getting a kill. They're going to have enough burst damage, really, to break through the likes of the Leona, the Camille, and also the Nasus.
I mean, only time will tell, right? I mean, we do have the neutral objectives up right now. We do get the route onto Ivali as well. So Kaiser is looking very scared into this team fight. And also, Blitzcrank looking a bit worse for wear in that one as well. Taking a lot of damage. He's not going to be able to frontline this one. Are they going to be able to smite this one away? Nakamura is definitely on the flank here, waiting for it to go low Zenith in, trying to get the shutdown there, but it is going to be stolen. It is blue team that gets it. Fine Dog find their way to get the enchanted ensemble for now. Heste's looking pretty low as well. We do get the kill for the Darius. Darius gets the proc onto Camille. Is it going to be enough to burn her down? Not quite. She gets out with a lick of health.
Onto the Diana and then try and get the kill, but wasn't able to in the end as Heste is trying to make another play here onto the mid lane. You can see the burst damage once that Blitzcrank hook lands straight onto the Talon. He just gets absolutely one shot. So
for the entire of the series this far.
The big thing is this game is that Blitzcrank still looking for the burst potential. You can see Heste having a little bit of trouble at the moment in terms of, yeah, he's just CC'd and he's just going to get completely locked down here. Yeah, unfortunate. But Yoni is going to get followed up here. Oh my god, his jump over the wall unfortunately gets cancelled, and it is going to do enough burst damage in the end. I mean, I didn't have enough time to get my words out, but I was just...
pressure, I mean... This could be a potential good push here, but it's going to be the denial of the Ziggs ultimate there. Oh, okay. Diana into the back line here as well. I can't hear Ray come through. Hello. Damage. Hextech ultimatum as well onto the Diana. He's going to be enough to lock them down. Not quite. She escapes for now, but doesn't quite get that first skill and third skill passive on top of the enemy team. But overall, oh, final wax with the best onto Nakamura for now.
A really nice exchange overall so far for Fine Dog. The team fight's still happening though. Nasus is here to try and help out with the damage. He's going to use his ultimate as well. Heste is somehow still alive. The problem is Final Wax just can't jump over the wall. As soon as the Rift Herald over the Dragon, then they even just prioritize just carry on farming. Like they don't even want to take the Drake in the end. So it looks like there might be a solo kill here into the top side, as Final Wax looking to jump over. Just has to be a little bit careful with the burst damage, but there you go. There's the potential of the Nasus, by the way. The Nasus is starting to run down. Nice hook over the wall, though, but that's onto Heste. That's not a target you want to look for, but they do have enough damage to burst him down because the follow-up was not there. Very, very interesting. Oh, look, you're going to see the same rundown again onto this Darius, the Talon. Oh, unfortunately not using the ultimate to jump on in, but there comes the engage from the Leona. This Darius is gone for wear. Another kill over to Ultimate Baguette, but they're going to keep on looking for the engage. Huge Diana ultimate onto the backline. She just did some crazy damage. She actually kills Final Wax in the backline. Yone jumps on in as well. It's currently 3 for 1. It's going to be even more. It's a near ace. Only Ziggs left alive, but my god, Nakamura there on the Diana nearly one-shot the entire backline. of Ultimate Baguette. It was such a huge engage.
Yeah, I mean, this is what happens when she kind of gets the automation. In terms of nuke damage, she's a glass cannon, but at the same time, she's able to just kind of just do so much burst. I mean, the Ludens into the Rabadans is going to be doing a lot of damage thanks to the Ziggs into Ultimate Baguette. They're able to get the T1 into the mid lane, but they are going to lose this Baron Nashor overall.
Across the map to get some huge advantages.
Yeah, huge advantage overall, which is, Doug, what they really need in this best of 5, right? I mean, they have a potential shot to take this to a 1-2 scoreboard for themselves and potentially get another go in. But, oh, the status comes through. The ignite, but there's just too much. X-Tech Ultimatum is not going to be enough. The burst from the Diana was just too much for the Camille at this point. Breaker Vapo doing a lot of damage onto Final Wax as well. Final Wax has to go back to base, cannot help his teammates in the top side of the map. Hestes is being pulled in once more, taking so much damage. He gets taken down thanks to the Kaiser just coming in, sweeping up. Potentially another kill here, but the status does come through. It buys time for the teammates to come in. Nakaruru with the big ultimate. Double kill going over to Infinite as well.
Another huge win here for Fine Dog. Again, this Blitzcrank pick has been an absolute savior for this team.
Ultimate Baguette are definitely trying to formulate around this Baron Nashor as well. They want to try and deny it from Dog, because if Dog gets this, it's going to be pretty much Jova. I mean, they're getting pulled is Pestras at this moment in time, but can they just manage to do a lot of damage? But Yone tries to go and get a knock-up, but they get the Baron Nashor to the side of Red Team, but will they be able to survive this team fight? So much damage coming over from Dog right now. Hestes down, as well as Camille and Petrus as well. They've got to be careful, or
this
else
game, and it's about whether he can land just one more hook. That's all he needs. One more hook and a dream to try and finish this game. And oh my god, Yone, he just, what?
That damage was nuts. Damage went crazy. Went brrr. And then obviously Camille into the backline there. Using Hextech and Ultimatum trying to just split apart the team fight, but it's not enough. Kaiser gets the kill. Gets a double kill onto the Ziggs as well. Can she clean up some more? Hestes is on the run, and it is going to be the takedown and ace for Fine Dog in this game 3. Is going to be the comeback they need with the minion wave into the mid lane.
That huge damage there from the Yone, and that's the safety net of this champion, being able to use your third ability to dash over the wall, to kill their jungler and just jump back away to safety. There was no threat at all that that Yone was going to die, because you just jump forward, you do a little bit of damage, and you just jump back away to safety. Incredible game from Fine Dog. And I mean, that Blitzcrank pick in the end was absolutely huge. I think that made a really big difference.
It did make a difference. I mean, definitely getting those 1 of 2 hooks towards the sort of mid to late game, rather than obviously the...
but that's still going to be really strong. And then you got still Volibear against Gwen, which is going to be a very interesting matchup in the top side. Lee Sin jungle for Final Wax, one of his strongest picks when it comes to solo queue and climbing up the rank. So that's going to be interesting how he's going to adapt that into competitive, but so many picks to look for in this. Just trading against this Volibear at the moment in the bottom side of the map. Again, Zoe trying to have a little bit of a fun time with Gwen. Actually, might be looking for a kill here with the Drowsy coming on through as well. Not too sure if it's going to be enough damage. The barrier with the passive, not enough in the end. Meanwhile, on the other side, looks like another tower dive's coming on through. Ooh. They get the kill. The extra engage as well. Hecarim's still looking at the top side. Oh no, the bubble. No. The sleep comes through.
I mean, we saw a bit of a rotation there. I mean, Blade Bay Prodigy has the flash in, has the sprint if it really needs to.
Another kill
still has
top.
The ultimate. But yeah, kill top. We are getting some shielding being taken off here into the bot side of the map though. So some more going up the side of Ultimate Baguette for now. But it is a 3v2 and the speed is going through. Lightning McQueen would be proud, but we do see the Mundo Ultimate being procced here as well. He's going to be the front line. The knockaway is going to be enough to get them out of that one, but Severe will not survive. We have bot side Zeri coming through as well. Got to be careful. Hecarim is on the run, 0 to 90.
Yeah, they're coming up with some of these pocket picks. We already saw in the previous game with the Dyna. Oh no, Hecarim. Patres? No. Patres? Oh wait, that's one. Okay, he was able to trade this time. That's a good trade, to be honest.
Just yet onto the side of Fine Dog.
I just think this Mundo is completely unkillable at this moment of the game, as you mentioned. You know, Heartsteel is already being stacked up as well. As you mentioned, there still is the ultimate available for that Dr. Mundo as well. Final Wax getting a little bit caught out, though, here, and Heste as well. Heste has to flash. Final Wax, I think, might be dead. Wait, he flashes away to safety. The wild growth is not enough either. We go look to the top side for a split second, but we don't want the action in the top lane. We want this action in the bot lane, because it's all Fine Dog at the moment. Final Wax, unfortunately, not finding the window that they needed. needed. And now they're looking to engage. The flash from the Zoe was so clean. Nearly takes out Zoe. He's also purchased the Manimune as well. So he's going to be stacking and doing a crazy amount of damage once he gets that online. They're trying to dive here onto the Dr. Mundo as well. I'm not really too sure if that's the target you want to look for. You can see the Dr. Mundo is still taking a lot of damage. Maybe they can try and keep going, but no, Lulu Wild Growth, sorry, is also there, and they're able to defend off the dive in the bottom side of the map. But this Hecarim, with all this gold that he's able to get so far, it's going to be very, very difficult. He has so much movement speed as well, thanks to so many of the champions, but might get a little bit caught out here, though.
Yeah, potentially getting caught out here. He's very low. We do see Bapo does flash in as well, but he does get the sleep. Oh, he has the shield. He's still alive here. Thick boy, but for how long? Oh, the Zoe. You can already see she hasn't died once, so I feel like if as soon as they take the Zeri off the board, they could commit all in, but oh my goodness. Final Wax has taken so much damage. You can't even go back in to try and pick off the backline. The Karma is just constantly slippery. Zoe, severe as well. They just can't get on top of them.
Zoe is just looking absolutely disgusting in this draft, to be honest with you. It just looks so scary to try and do it. And now here comes the movement speed. Here comes the raging ball of the Hecarim. The Volibear jumps in onto the back line as well. They're trying to survive all they can. Gwen is still 4 HP though, so Gwen can look to try and clean up this fight if she wants to. And there's one kill. They could try and look for some more here. They do need to be a little bit careful because that Zoe poke can still do a lot of damage. But that's a good trade back in the end, though. It's a 1-for-1 trade, or 1-for-0 trade, sorry, I should say. Now they're looking towards the Baron. I mean, the members of Fine Dog are pretty low on HP, and they do have that Mundo to try and tank the damage.
They do. He's just trying to deny the access of the enemy team onto that one. The status does come through onto the Karma. The Dominate does come through. Hecarim is gone down. They have no smite. Contest onto the side of Fine Dog. Is this the comeback for Ultimate Baguette? They get the double kill. They take down majority.
Kind of I guess the downside in a way of Zoe and how she can be, you know, bad she can really be when she's behind. You know, you have the scaling of the Zeri. The Gwen has scaled up now as well. My God, Final Wax is just absolutely crazy with it. What is he thinking? The Hecarim's diving on through, but I'm not too sure if he's going to have enough damage. Volibear uses ulti as well. They're trying to do enough damage, but Final Wax is still alive throughout this whole fight. He's just dashing, he's diving, he's dipping throughout this whole fight. And Final Wax is showing why he's one of the best junglers in EMEA. He's going to look for try and find another pick. He dashes away. He's still alive just for now. The Nexus is going to be focused. Can this be it? Is this a comeback for Ultimate Baguette? Heste finishes it with the Lulu. And the turnaround from the Baron Nashor from Ultimate Baguette means they win the series. They win this game and they move on through to the grand final. What a crazy ending to this series. I thought Fine Dog had it in the bag.